Mia Carter had been working at Benny's Diner for nearly 3 years. It wasn't the most glamorous job, but it paid the bills and kept her afloat. She was known for her kindness, always greeting customers with a warm smile and going the extra mile to make their experience pleasant. But that same kindness would cost her everything, or so she thought. It was a chilly autumn evening when a homeless man shuffled into the diner. His clothes were tattered, his face was covered in dirt, and his hands trembled from the cold. He hesitated by the door, looking around uncertainly. Mia noticed him immediately and felt a pang of sympathy. "Excuse me, sir." Benny, the diner's owner, barked from behind the counter. "We don't allow loitering." The man lowered his gaze, mumbling an apology before turning to leave. But Mia couldn't let him walk away hungry. Without thinking twice, she grabbed a plate of food from an unclaimed order and rushed outside after him. "Sir, wait," she called, holding out the plate. "Here, take this. It's on me." The man's eyes widened in disbelief. "Are you sure, miss?" Mia nodded. Everyone deserves a warm meal. The man's hands trembled as he accepted the food, his eyes welling up with gratitude. "Thank you," he whispered before sitting on a bench outside to eat. Mia felt good about her decision, but the moment she stepped back inside, Benny's furious voice filled the diner. "Mia? What the hell was that?" She turned to face her boss, whose face was red with anger. "I couldn't just let him go hungry, Benny. That food wasn't yours to give," he snapped. "You're stealing from the diner." "It was an unclaimed order," she defended herself. "No one was going to eat it." "I don't care," Benny growled. "You're fired." Mia's heart dropped. "What? Benny, please?" "Get out," he ordered. "And don't come back." Tears stung Mia's eyes as she removed her apron and left the diner. She had just lost her job for doing what she believed was right. For the next few days, Mia struggled to find another job. She submitted applications everywhere but had no luck. Bills piled up and her savings dwindled. She began to question if she had made the right decision that night. One evening, as she sat in her small apartment, lost in thought, there was a knock on her door. Confused, she opened it to find a man in a tailored suit standing before her. His dark eyes studied her with an unreadable expression. "Miss Carter?" he asked. "Yes?" "I'd like to talk to you about what happened at Benny's Diner." Mia's stomach twisted. "Who are you?" "My name is Jonathan Sinclair," he said. "May I come in?" She hesitated, but something about him seemed trustworthy. She stepped aside, allowing him in. Jonathan took a seat and clasped his hands together. "The man you helped that night this name is Peter," he began. "I've been looking for him for months." Mia frowned. "Why?" Jonathan took a deep breath. "Peter is my father." Mia's eyes widened in shock. "I lost him years ago after he fell on hard times," Jonathan explained. "I've searched for him, but he never stayed in one place. Then I heard about what happened at the diner and realized he was in town." Mia sat in stunned silence. I didn't know." Jonathan nodded. "You showed kindness when no one else would. You didn't just give him food, you gave him dignity." He reached into his jacket and pulled out an envelope. "I'd like to offer you a job." Mia's breath hitched. "What?" "I own a chain of high-end restaurants," Jonathan said. "People like you, compassionate and selfless, say are rare. I want you to manage one of my locations." Tears filled Mia's eyes. "You're serious?" "Completely," Jonathan assured her. "You lost your job because of my father, and I want to make it right." Mia could hardly believe it. "Thank you," she whispered, overwhelmed by emotion. Jonathan smiled. "No, thank you. Because of you, I found my father." A week later, Mia walked into her new workplace, a beautiful restaurant with elegant decor and a welcoming atmosphere. She was greeted warmly by the staff, who had already heard her story. For the first time in weeks, she felt hopeful about the future. Meanwhile, Benny's Diner began to struggle. Word had spread about how he had fired Mia, and many loyal customers stopped coming. Benny regretted his decision, but it was too late. As for Peter, Jonathan took him in, ensuring he had a warm place to sleep and the help he needed. The once homeless man now had a second chance, all because a kind waitress refused to turn him away. And Mia? She flourished in her new job, proving that kindness always finds a way back to those who give it freely.